Hi Sagittarius, welcome back. So Sagittarius, this is going to be a reading for mid-October. Not going to be for all of you, but if it does resonate, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. All right, so overall energy to get us started is the 7th house of relating. So to me, this card is about the obvious relationships that you need to be looked at within your life, whether that be intimate or platonic, family or friends, doesn't matter. This energy is all about partners and companionships, friends, marriage. It's also about opposition, and coming up against opposition in that dynamic. Talks about justice and finding balance there and being aware of self and others when it comes to not only how we relate to ourselves, but how we relate to others and how that's all interconnected in the long run, right? So, Sagittarius, let's get started and see what you can expect. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. My camera was crooked and ADD OCD over here. I can't take that. So, anyways, I had to fix it. So Sagittarius, first card out is the Knight of Wands. So I feel like the Knight of Wands is all about action, movement forward. I feel like that's what you want, during this time frame, all right? This is a bit of a playful type of energy, okay? But it's also kind of an inconsistent energy. It's kind of like an in and out type of vibe. You might be in and out in your decisions. You might be of two minds about things. You might be a bit moody, things like that during this time frame. Some of you might have like one foot in, one foot out. You know what I'm saying? Then you have the Four of Pentacles. That's that inconsistent vibe I was just talking about, right? So like this energy is all about quick movement forward. This energy is as stagnant could come. It's someone that's holding on to what they have, afraid to let go, afraid of change. So that's what I was saying about kind of going back and forth, between wanting to like F everything, like screw it, I want to take action, to, okay, but I also don't want to give up what I have. And it's actually putting you in this energy where you're feeling quite like lose-lose situation. You know what I'm saying? Like defeated, feeling like you don't know like which way or which direction to go at times. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling here. It's a bit of not wanting to lose, but not wanting to risk either. And I'm here to tell you, Sagittarius, no such thing. You cannot have both. Do you know what I'm saying? In order to have change in life, you must give up something, whether that be your comfort zone or a way of thinking or, literally things, in order to usher in room for new. And actually, you should not perceive it as a loss anyways. You should perceive it as a clearing energy and reframe your thinking there. But I just feel like, it's this fixed nature that's really stagnating the energy. And you are not a sign that likes to be stagnant or fixed, okay? It's this waiting energy. This person is waiting for their ships to come in, waiting for the right time, waiting for someone else, waiting for messages, things like that. Those are examples. Ready to go on that journey, though. The Three of Wands is someone who's made up their mind. They know what they want. Deep down, you really want to go for this. But there's some sort of inner conflict here and needing to let go, but not wanting to let go. All right, so then the World card is here. This is wrapping up cycles, wrapping up chapters, feeling like you have the world on your shoulders. Some of you are like going in circles, like chasing your tail. You know what I'm saying? And the reason you're chasing your tail is because, it's like stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, that type of vibe. And I think that you're really, really trying to seek balance here in that situation. Seven of Pentacles. I think you feel like you've invested a lot of time and energy, you know, and that's why you're not wanting to budge, okay? Not wanting to move. Afraid of loss. I have a song playing in my head over and over and over again. Just one line of the song. Girls need love too. Girls need love too. I cannot sing. It's a really dirty song. It's I think Kiana let Ace May sing it. I may be wrong. I just need some love. I just need some D. Y'all, some of you just clicked off right there. I did not make up that song. That song came into my head. Somebody else wrote it. But that is what's playing in my head. Specifically the line, girls need love too. Okay, so for some of you that means something. For others of you, it doesn't. And if it doesn't, whatever. It's a general reading. But yeah, go look that song up. I think that's the title of it. It's an R&B song. It's X-rated though, so if you get embarrassed easy, don't go listen to it. So, Six of Swords, emotionally distancing yourself. Well, obviously, because you know, I think that you're in two minds about things, you know? And so I feel like some of you, you know, maybe emotionally distancing yourself, or physically distancing yourself for some of you. And then there's this Page of Swords energy here. So it's like not really trusting, not really wanting to open up, kind of having a trust issue type vibe. Some of you, you know, it's a bit of an immature type of energy as well. You know, Page of Swords. This is jumping to conclusions, fearing the worst, thinking the worst. You know, be careful that someone doesn't drag you into conflict during this time period, because I feel like you really will let them have it in a nasty way, you know, and then it's going to create an emotional gap here by doing so. And I feel like, yeah. Seven of Swords, yeah. I feel like there might be some cover-up of this going on, a covering up of what's truly going on underneath the surface. Seven of Swords also talks about someone trying to get away with something, or possibly deceit, you know. And I feel like, yeah, some of you are trying to cover up the fact of that you're really, really struggling internally. And I think that some of it has to do, you know, with getting back in touch with your inner child, your inner emotions. You know, a lot of what we experience as adults stem from childhood, what we've been through, what we've seen, what's been demonstrated for us, you know, things like that. And so I feel like that energy is here with the Page of Cups and the Strength card, and it's clarifying the Seven of Swords. So I feel like some of you are definitely covering up the fact that you want an emotional new beginning, maybe that you want to be independent, or just not wanting people to see that you're struggling here to get a hold of the situation or get a hold of self, going back and forth. Now let's go back to the overall energy. The overall energy was about relationships. So for a lot of you, this is going to be in regards to a relationship in your life, whether that be an intimate relationship or a non-intimate relationship. And I feel like this situation is coming about or bubbling to the surface during this time period because it needs to be looked at, because there needs to be a rebalancing of the scales here on a karmic level or within this dynamic. And sometimes when we suppress, when we don't express, when we want everything to seem fine, we don't speak, it causes like this whirlwind of turmoil, whether that's within you or the person you're relating to. And the only way to balance it really is to become forthright with it. Come forthright with it. And I don't feel like you're willing to do that right now. No. And then you have the Lover's card, which is a Gemini type of energy, which is needing to communicate. Okay. So that you can see things eye to eye, so you can have that balance. Yeah, or walk away if you don't have it. That's the choice. Either the person is able to see it from your point of view and they, that's a two-way street, or there needs to be a walking away, or will be during this time frame. So I think that, Sagittarius, sorry, I'm sweating all of a sudden. Whoo-wee. The reason that you keep going up and down and up and down and round and round and round is because you're at an impasse. Impasse is not a word. You're at a crossroads. And the tension that you're feeling is the tension you feel when our ego wants to go one way and our spirit or our soul is saying, nope, we're going this way. And you can fight it for a while because you do have free will in life. But eventually, universe steps in to say, it's time to balance the scales in whatever way that appears or looks like. Sometimes situations are changed or rearranged because it's time, and it's time to get out of this struggle here. Now, I don't see any divine timing here, so I don't think universe is ready to step in at this point, but I'm telling you, mark my words, come back to this reading. Within the next 6 months, I will probably get, if you don't come out of this on your own, a tower moment here, because that's what happens. So I feel like right now you're at this crossroads where you're not quite to the precipice, but you're getting to the point where it's getting uncomfortable. And as human beings, we can only stand discomfort for so long before it has to be acknowledged. And I feel like that's what's going on during this time frame. Okay, and whatever dynamic that is for you, career, family, love, friends, it's going to be different for all of you. This will be a time to seek higher guidance, to meditate if you don't, to, try and connect, if you're able to your intuition, your third eye, your guides, God, whatever you believe in. Everybody has different beliefs, and I respect them all. So that's an intense read. Sagittarius, goodness gracious. So, if you were only interested in you and what you're dealing with, that's where the reading ends for you. If you would like to know what the person you're dealing with is going through, if you're dealing with someone in specific, and I see a lot of you are, then this is where the reading continues. So let's see. The person you're dealing with is the Ten of Swords. This person feels betrayed, backstabbed, hurt. Okay, that could be recent, past, or present energy. The Emperor is out now, so I feel like this person is, probably not showing that to the degree of which they feel hurt or pain. I think that they like to come off as that they have, oh my gosh, this person's got a lot to say. They like to come off as like they have their shit together. You know what I'm saying? I think this person is someone who's not willing to hear advice during this time frame. The Emperor is very knowledgeable, and they certainly, know where they stand. Although not a fixed energy, I do feel the Emperor is similar to a fixed energy, which is, they like to be in the driver's seat, okay? I feel like this person wants to move forward, wants to move on from this pain, okay? For some, they want to communicate, talk about it, things like that. But, you know, and you might have past history with this person. But I also feel like this person, they cover up a lot. Seven of Swords. So let's go back to yours. You had the Seven of Swords too. This person has the same exact card, different deck. This person covers up, though, the Six of Cups. Childhood trauma. Okay? You covered up the fact that you don't want people to see that you need help or that you're struggling. This person covers up childishness or childhood trauma, something to do with that. Okay, and I feel that's where that Aries energy, that Emperor energy comes in, where it's like, you know, this person has allowed life to make them harder instead of stronger. And there's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel some trust issues here. Yeah, oh my gosh. Eight of Cups. So they have the Eight of Cups. Let's go back here now. You had the Eight of Cups. Same card, different deck. So I feel like this person is willing, you know, they want to move forward, but they're just really slow to change, really slow to move. You know, I think that they're also at an impasse. I hope that's an actual word. Between wanting to invest or plant a new seed versus wanting to walk away. You know, I think at the core of this, they want stability in their life. You know, they want a stable home, a stable environment, a stable structure, okay? But I think that that's hard to do given underneath all of this, there's this mental anguish, there's pain, there's childhood trauma, all of it's being shoved down. And, you know, the Emperor has a very explosive temper as well. So this person may have a very explosive temper when it boils over, when it gets too much, and then they communicate. And then, you know, right after that, it's like, okay, I want to reinvest now. But somebody's already walked away or wanting to walk away. And this person is like, okay, I'm done now. Now I want to make some progress here, have stability back. But now the energy is the Eight of Cups, where there's been spilled milk, where there's been regrets, and somebody's wanting to gain their balance again and be more independent. And Sagittarius, I feel that's you, that's your card. But it could be vice versa. So is it too little, too late? I don't think so. For some of you, maybe. But the Two of Cups is here. This is a really strong connection. The Two of Cups signifies a soulmate connection. You know, so this person may feel that they have a very soulmate connection with you or a very spiritual connection with you. Now you have another repeating card. High Priestess, and you had the High Priestess. This person needs to seek spiritual guidance as well, and or get in touch with their third eye, with themselves, and reconnect. I feel like this person's very disconnected from their spiritual self. I think that either that or, yeah, I feel like they need to reconnect with it, okay? I feel there's a lot of secretive energy here, a lot of things not being spoken to a harsher degree. There's flat out deceit, lies. Yeah, anxiety. This person's in and out. Another repeating card. You're in and out. Now, for some of you, this just might be a blip on the radar. Maybe this is, you know, you just have a blip and this is something that's not usual, but in this 2 weeks, you have an argument or something. For others of you, this is a long-standing issue. I feel either way, this is either a repetitive pattern in different people in your life, or it's a repetitive pattern with this certain relationship. And that's why it's coming up, and that's why it needs to be looked at. It's getting heavy, right? So still have that song in my head. I need a love, babe. Don't make fun of my singing. I just need some love. Go check that song out, Sagittarius. I love you so much. Please let me know how this resonates. Could be dealing with the fire sign for sure. Aries, Leo, Sag. Woo, gosh, I'm hot. Sorry, I'm sweating. Air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Leo, Gemini, Libra. Yep, those are the predominant zodiac signs I see. But those could be placements in your birth chart or the person's birth chart you're dealing with, or just the energy around you. It doesn't have to be the zodiac sign you're dealing with because it is a general reading. But I hope it resonated. Please do check out my social media links down below. I have an Instagram and Facebook. I also have another YouTube that I vlog on that you can check me out, all linked below, as well as my merchandise. You can get a hoodie with your tarot card printed on the back and TTWD on the front. So check it out. Wish you the best. Namaste. Bye.